How far would you go to save someone you love from themselves? What if your son, who has everything he could ever want, is on a path to complete self-destruction? For the richest man in Russia, the answer is simple. You do the unthinkable. You create a new reality. Today, we're diving into the story of a wildly spoiled billionaire son who believes his father's money puts him above the law, above respect, and above basic human decency. But his father has a shocking plan to teach him a lesson he will never forget. A plan so extreme that it will transport this 21st century prince back in time to live the life of an 18th century slave. But is it really time travel or something far more clever and deceptive? Get ready for an incredible story about a man who is stripped of everything to finally discover what it means to be human. Our story begins with Sam, a young man who wasn't just born with a silver spoon in his mouth, he was born with the entire silver mine. His father is the most powerful and wealthy businessman in all of Russia, and Sam lives his life like a king with no responsibilities. His days are a blur of exclusive parties, roaring nightclubs, and spending money as if it were just paper. For Sam, money isn't a tool, it's a weapon. He uses it to get whatever he wants and to crush anyone who gets in his way. He has no friends, only followers, and he treats ordinary people like they are insects beneath his expensive shoes. This lifestyle of pure arrogance worries his father deeply. He sees his son becoming a monster, but his warnings and lectures have no effect on Sam. One night, Sam's behavior crosses a dangerous line. After using a young woman and callously kicking her out of his car in the middle of the street, he speeds off in his Ferrari, breaking every traffic law imaginable. When a police officer tries to stop him, Sam's reaction is pure contempt. He throws a wad of cash at the officer, telling him to get lost. However, this officer is different. He refuses the bribe. Enraged that his money has no power here, Sam does the unthinkable. He slams the accelerator and drives straight into the police officer, launching him onto the hood of the car. As the terrified officer clings on for dear life, Sam speeds down the highway, laughing like a maniac. The officer is left severely injured in the hospital, and Sam is finally arrested. But even sitting in a jail cell, he shows no remorse. He's so detached from reality that he actually demands the police bring him a girl to keep him company. The police are powerless. They know who his father is. They have no choice but to call him. When Sam's father arrives at the station, the police chief explains the horrifying details of what happened. He tells him that his son nearly killed a police officer and now is acting like he's in a hotel. Hearing this, the father is filled with shame. He apologizes sincerely and promises that Sam will never do something like this again. Out of respect for him, the police agree to release Sam. Outside the jail, his father tries to scold him, but Sam doesn't listen. He casually lights a cigarette, completely ignoring his father's anger. Sam knows his father has always spoiled him, especially since his mother passed away. He believes his father will yell but ultimately do nothing. But this time, he is wrong. His father looks at him and sees not a son, but a future criminal. He decides that enough is enough. Drastic measures must be taken. Determined to save his son, Sam's father seeks help from a friend who recommends a very special kind of trainer. This man is known for fixing spoiled youths, but his methods are highly unconventional. The father goes to meet this trainer, and when he enters the room, he is met with a shocking sight. The trainer is hanging from the ceiling by a rope, apparently dead. Just as they are about to panic, the trainer suddenly opens his eyes and smiles. It was all a performance, a demonstration of how perfectly he can create a fake reality. Impressed and desperate, Sam's father hires him on the spot and gives him full control to do whatever it takes to change his son. A few days later, Sam parks his car in a no parking zone, as usual. When he returns, he sees a tow truck driving away with his beloved Ferrari. He starts chasing it on foot when suddenly someone injects him with a powerful sedative. The world goes black. When Sam slowly regains consciousness, his head is pounding. He is no longer in the city. He is in a dark, smelly stable, lying on a pile of hay. Before he can even process where he is, a young man named Arthur runs up to him. Arthur frantically tells him, "Get up quickly! The master is coming! You have to prepare the horses or you will be punished!" Sam, completely confused, shoves Arthur away, thinking it's some kind of joke. Just then, a large, intimidating man storms in. He grabs Sam and drags him outside, shouting, "I told you to prepare the horses last night. Why didn't you do it?" Sam is stunned. "Forget last night, I've never even seen you before in my life!" At that moment, the village landlord and his son, Jack, arrive. The landlord reports that Sam is refusing to work. The landlord, without a moment's hesitation, orders Sam to be whipped. The man ties Sam to a post and begins lashing his back with a thick leather whip. The pain is excruciating, unlike anything Sam has ever felt. The landlord coldly informs him, "If the horses are not ready by the time I finish my tea, you will receive 100 more lashes." Terrified and in agony, Sam is dragged back to the stable by Arthur, who wants to save him from another beating. Begging, Sam pleads for a phone. "I need to call my dad," he pleads. "When he finds out what they've done to me, he won't spare any of them." Arthur looks at him with a blank expression. "A phone? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Now just prepare the horses before you get us both in trouble." Realizing he's on his own, Sam makes a run for it. He dashes through the village, screaming for the police, but the villagers just stare at him in confusion. No one seems to even know what the word police means. Looking around at the simple wooden houses, the horse-drawn carts, and the old-fashioned clothes everyone is wearing, a terrifying thought enters Sam's mind. He realizes this isn't his world. He believes he's somehow traveled back in time to the 18th century. His escape attempt fails. The landlord's men capture him easily. As punishment for trying to run away, the landlord sentences Sam to death by hanging. As they are dragging a terrified Sam to the gallows, the landlord's beautiful daughter, Sophia, intervenes. "Father, please," she says, "it's my birthday. Can we not have any bloodshed today?" The landlord, doting on his daughter, agrees and spares Sam's life. As this drama unfolds, a hawk circles high in the sky above the village. But this is no ordinary hawk. It's a high-tech drone. We now see the truth. Sam has not traveled through time. His father has spent a fortune creating this entire 18th century village in the middle of a remote forest. Every villager is a paid actor. The entire set is rigged with hidden cameras, and everything is being monitored from a secret control room. The trainer is directing the entire performance, feeding lines to the actors through hidden earpieces. Sam is the only person who doesn't know he's in the middle of an elaborate show designed to break him down and rebuild him. Days turn into weeks, and Sam slowly begins to accept this new, horrifying reality. He starts adapting to this primitive life. The man who once bathed in a marble tub now relieves himself in the open forest. The man who feasted on gourmet food now eats dry, stale bread for breakfast. His job is to take care of the horses, and any small mistake earns him a painful whipping. At night, he sleeps on the cold, hard ground, praying to God that he can somehow return to his own time. One day, he sees Sophia crying. He asks her what's wrong, and she tells him her father has arranged her marriage to a rich old man she doesn't want to marry. The old, selfish Sam is still alive inside him. He smirks and says, "That's great news. The old man will die soon and you'll inherit all his property." It's clear that despite all his suffering, his cruel mindset hasn't changed at all. Tired of the terrible food, Sam steals one of the landlord's chickens. He asks Arthur to cook it, but once it's ready, Sam greedily eats the entire chicken by himself, not leaving a single piece for his hungry friend. When the landlord discovers a chicken is missing, he lines up all the servants. When no one confesses, he immediately suspects Arthur, the weakest among them. Arthur is dragged away and brutally beaten. Sam watches from a distance, knowing it's his fault, but he stays silent. He still feels no guilt for another person's suffering. Later, Arthur shows Sam the brutal marks on his back. The marks are actually realistic makeup, but Sam believes they are real. Even so, his heart remains cold. As this is happening, a young woman named Rose dismounts from her horse. As she gets down, Sam catches a glimpse of her underwear, and he's shocked to see it's a modern design. The question hits him like a lightning bolt. How can a girl in the 18th century be wearing modern underwear? He runs after her, demanding to see it, but the other villagers grab him before he can expose the secret. In the control room, the trainer is in a panic. The entire project is at risk. Sam's father, seeing that his son is still the same selfish person, becomes disheartened and orders them to stop the experiment. But just then, they get an update. Sam is looking for Rose, not to harass her, but to apologize. This is the first time he has ever shown any sign of remorse. Seeing this tiny spark of hope, they decide to continue. The trainer instructs Rose to meet Sam. He finds her and gives a genuine, heartfelt apology for his behavior. Rose forgives him. That night, there's a festival in the village. As everyone dances, Sophia tries to get close to Sam as per the trainer's original script. But Sam isn't interested in Sophia. He's looking for Rose. He finds her sitting alone and tries to talk to her, but she ignores him. Suddenly, Arthur rushes in screaming that Sophia is drowning in the lake. Sam, without a second thought, dives in and saves her, but his mind is still on Rose. The trainer, watching from the control room, realizes his initial plan was wrong. Sam is not drawn to the princess like Sophia. He's drawn to the kind and quiet Rose. He immediately changes the script. The next day, he tells Rose that her new role is to get close to Sam. Rose agrees, but her real-life boyfriend, the actor playing Jack, is not happy about it. The father and the trainer realize that to truly change Sam, they must push him to his absolute limit. But their time is running out. The actress who played Sophia, angry about being fired, has gone to the media. She has exposed the entire story, telling the world that Russia's richest man is holding his own son captive in a fake village. The news spreads like wildfire, and the police launch an investigation. Knowing the police will arrive soon, the trainer tells Sam's father they have time for one final act. This will be the ultimate test. It will either transform Sam into a hero or prove he is a coward forever. The plan is set in motion, a staged invasion by Mongol warriors. In the village, Rose senses that this day is different. She says to Sam, "If we ever get separated, never doubt my love for you." She knows that by the end of the day, their story will be over. Just then, Arthur rushes in screaming that Sophia is drowning in the lake. Rose and Arthur run to help, but Sam is frozen with fear. He hesitates. He remembers all the pain and suffering he has endured. His first instinct is to save himself, but then he thinks of Rose and he runs towards the chaos. He arrives to see the village in flames. The Mongol actors are creating a scene of terror. They capture a young girl, and her father dies trying to save her. Then they grab Rose. The leader of the Mongols holds a sword to her throat and yells, "Who among you is brave enough to fight for this woman's life?" Sam is trembling. Rose screams his name, begging for help, but the fear is too much. He turns and runs away, abandoning her. In the control room, his father watches, his heart sinking. The trainer bows his head in defeat. All their effort, all this time and money has been for nothing. Sam is still a coward. But as Sam is running, he looks up at the sky and sees the hawk, the drone, circling above. He remembers what Rose told him, that the hawk is the protector of the village. In that moment, something inside him snaps. He believes it's a sign. A surge of courage he has never felt before floods through him. He grabs a wooden stick, jumps on a horse, and charges back into the village with a deafening war cry. He attacks the Mongols with pure fury, fighting them off and pulling Rose onto his horse. Together, they gallop away, escaping the burning village and riding towards freedom. Sam and Rose ride until they break through the edge of the forest and find themselves at a modern gas station. Sam stares in complete shock at the cars, the electric lights, and the paved road. He cannot understand what is happening. Before he can figure it out, he is injected from behind once more, and his world fades to black. When Sam wakes, he is lying on the ground next to his Ferrari. His father is standing over him, explaining that he was in a serious car accident and has been in a coma for the past 3 months. Sam is back in his old life, but he is a completely different person. The noise of parties and the thrill of fast cars no longer interest him. He is quiet and thoughtful, haunted by memories of the village and his love for Rose. His first act is to find the police officer he almost killed. He goes to him, apologizes sincerely, and as a token of his remorse, he gives the officer the keys to his Ferrari. One day, at a cafe, he spots the actors who played Jack and Sophia. He approaches them, but they pretend not to know him, honoring their contract. However, seeing his sad and confused face, they take pity on him. They drive him back to the location of the village and leave him outside the stable. Sam walks in and finds Rose, waiting for him. They embrace, and she confesses that she missed him terribly. She tells him everything, the entire truth about his father's plan. Later, Sam goes to his father, but not with anger. He goes with gratitude. He apologizes for his past behavior and thanks his father for everything. "Because of you," Sam says, "I learned the meaning of life and humanity. And because of you, I found my true love." The movie ends with a powerful final scene. What did you think of this father's extreme plan to save his son? Was it brilliant or just crazy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.